General Hospital GH spoilers suggest that Cain, Cameron Matheson, still has Jason Morgan's, Steve Burton, memories. This has caused his inner struggle between good and bad. Read on to learn more. According to the General Hospital spoilers, there is speculation about Drew's memories. He could still have Jason's memories. New questions still lie like if he'll ever get his thoughts and memories back again. Drew is obviously struggling with his inner feelings. The user Rayheast mused on the SoapCentral.com message boards. I know Drew still has Jason's memories, and there was a while when Franco had Drew's memories. But did Drew ever get back his own memories, or do his memories consist of Jason's memories and everything that happened to him when he hit PC? Gay GH fans took to the thread to share their thoughts. The General Hospital spoilers suggest that Drew has his memories back. However, he still has some of Jason's memories from a certain time. One fan wrote, "No, Drew only has his own memories from waking as Jake Doe to the present, paired with Jason Morgan's memories from 1996 to 2012. Neither Jason nor Drew have any memories of pre-1996. Another fan asked, I wonder though if some Drew's memories are filtering back. He alluded to that, but I am wondering if time in combat, kidnapped, tortured, brain injuries, being shot, killing a lot of people as Jake Doe/Jason Morgan, losing his wife and 2 sons. According to the General Hospital spoilers, Drew's storyline was slightly changed. It took place after the late Billy Miller left the daytime soap. Drew could recover some of his high school memories. Cameron Matheson's Drew also got some of his memories back when he was being held captive. One fan noted, Drew never talks about having Jason's memories. You'd think that might have come up again when he fell in love with someone Jason loved. Another user noted, to confirm with the OP, yes, indeed, Drew has apparently regained his past memories on his own as he began mentioning several of his past experiences with the Navy SEALs. The General Hospital spoilers also reveal that Drew remembers his childhood, including his friendship with Bobby Franco, Roger Howarth. Franco still had the memories of their childhood. What are your thoughts on Drew's memories? Do you think he got them back? Or do you think he has some of Jason's memories? Sound off below in the comment section. As always, check back for more General Hospital spoilers, news and updates. Port Charles has always been a place where past and present collide. Secrets are unearthed in the most shocking ways. And identity is as much about memories as it is about choices. And in the case of Cain, the past is creeping in with full force, because even though he's supposed to be his own man, a disturbing new twist suggests that Jason Morgan's memories still live deep inside him. And those memories, they might just be waking up. This shocking revelation is set to stir the waters in ways no one saw coming, creating a twisted internal war between Drew's good guy persona and the dark, dangerous undertones of Jason's hitman past. And if Drew's moral compass gets thrown off balance, Port Charles might have to brace for a very different man. One caught between heroism and haunting instinct. For years, the narrative has been that Cain, Jason Morgan's twin, was the unwilling recipient of his brother's memories, thanks to the twisted experiments of Helena Cassadine and the shady folks behind the memory mapping program. Drew eventually broke free of Jason's mind and reclaimed his own identity. Or so we were led to believe. But what if that was only partly true? Sources close to GH spoilers say a new storyline is brewing that flips the switch on everything Drew has believed about himself. A recent series of unsettling flashbacks, random instincts he can't explain, and emotional triggers he doesn't understand are hinting at a terrifying truth. Jason's memories never left. They've just been dormant. And now, something, or someone, is waking them up. With Jason Morgan now back in Port Charles after years in hiding, there's already been an emotional roller coaster. Friends and family are scrambling to process his reappearance, while enemies are re-strategizing. But for Drew, seeing Jason again might be unlocking something he buried long ago. The twin connection was always powerful, but what Drew's experiencing now goes beyond emotional. Think vivid flashbacks of missions he never went on, knowing what a gun feels like in a way that terrifies him, and even instincts to protect or attack that aren't his at all. He's waking up in cold sweats, hearing voices in his mind whispering names like Sonny, Carly, and Spinelli. Is it PTSD from his own life? Or is it Jason's mind bleeding back in? Drew has always strived to be the good guy, a hero in his own right. He's helped run Aurora Media, saved lives on the battlefield, and done everything he can to set himself apart from Jason's violent past. But as fragments of Jason's hitman days start surfacing, Drew finds himself reacting in ways he doesn't recognize. In a dramatic upcoming scene, he reportedly stops a mugging outside of Kelly's, but does it with a brutal force that leaves witnesses shaken. He doesn't call the police. He doesn't even remember what he did, just that his instincts told him to neutralize the threat. Later, he hears Sonny's voice echoing in his head. Sometimes it's kill or be killed. Terrified of what he might be becoming, Drew starts questioning everything. Is he still Drew, or is the Jason inside him fighting for dominance? Naturally, those closest to both men begin noticing the shift. Carly, who once loved Jason with her whole heart, and also has deep affection for Drew, begins to feel uneasy around him. At first, she brushes off his coldness or sudden intensity as stress. But after a tense confrontation, where Drew calls her Blondie, a nickname only Jason ever used for her, she's rattled to her core. Meanwhile, Sam is also concerned. She was in love with both men, but now she's seeing the version of Drew that reminds her all too much of Jason's darkest days. The worst part? Their daughter Scout notices it too. She tells her mom that Daddy gets really quiet, like he's listening to someone inside his head. Sam fears that Scout's safety could be at risk if Drew fully loses control, and she's not alone. In an emotional twist, Jason himself becomes one of the only people who might understand what Drew is going through. After all, Jason spent years navigating life without the Quartermain identity he was born with. He understands how memory, trauma, and identity can shape and shatter a man. Spoilers tease an intense scene where Jason confronts Drew, telling him, "You're not me. But if you're hearing my voice, we have a bigger problem than either of us thought." The brothers decide to investigate the possibility that Drew was never fully deprogrammed. But their alliance is shaky, because Drew doesn't know if Jason wants to help him or suppress him. And Jason, he's seeing flashes of his old self in Drew, and it scares him. This whole mess might be traced back to Helena Cassadine, of course. A mysterious file surfaces in Victor's old estate, marked Project Gemini, Phase 2. It hints that the memory program included a delayed trigger, one that would reawaken dormant memories under the right conditions. That trigger? Proximity to the original host. Jason's return may have set Drew's mind into chaos not by accident, but by design. With Spinelli and Anna now digging into what's left of Victor and Helena's files, they uncover a disturbing possibility. Drew could be a walking sleeper agent, one who doesn't even know when he's going to snap, and who he might be forced to hurt next. Drew's descent won't just affect his core circle. Willow, who's grown closer to Drew as family, becomes a person he clings to as his anchor. But when he snaps at her during an emotional moment and grabs her wrist too tightly, Michael warns him to back off, only to find himself on the receiving end of a Jason-style takedown move that leaves him breathless on the ground.